Hey guys, my name's Nick. I'm a Microsoft Certified Expert Administrator. I create a lot of content for MSPs. Today's video, I'm going to be covering the Microsoft April 2021 updates. If you've watched my update videos in the past, you know I cater it towards this space and only relevant announcements that I think you would want to know so that you can become more proactive with your customers. Getting into it here, though, I'm going to start with Microsoft Teams, as I always do, because that's where Microsoft is making the most changes. The first announcement here is the introduction of webinar capabilities into Teams. So this one's pretty cool, and I think has been a widely requested feature over time. So now the participants and users can go ahead and schedule a webinar as an invite, and they can set up registration so that people inside or outside the organization can register for the webinar. This will be happening towards the end of April here, so you may start already seeing it and into the end of May for all tenants. Next here we have the ability to lock meetings as an organizer. So this one's very straightforward. You can just lock a meeting so no other person can enter via the invite link or by telephone. This will be happening and should have already happened by this time frame with this video coming out. The meeting ID introduction as well is coming at the beginning of May, where this is allowing you to dial in by a meeting code or enter a meeting code to join a meeting link. And so this will be, again, early May and can be complete by May 2021. Next two we have here, the first one is the introduction of this audio conferencing promo, where they're allowing you to get audio conferencing licenses for free for a certain amount of time. And this is cool because it gives you a dial-in number to a bridge. So somebody who doesn't have an internet connection, for instance, but has a cell phone connection, could still get into the meeting and listen in. This is available until June 30th. They bumped that expiration date from March. The other one here is customized backgrounds in Microsoft Teams for meeting content. This is just extending the capabilities you know and see within the desktop experience into iOS and Android. This will happen in early May. I think iOS might be a little bit sooner than that, so you may have already started to see capabilities roll out across your tenants here. Next one here, we're extending the capabilities of the out-of-office configuration into Teams as well. Users can use this in the right-hand corner by clicking on their profile or going to set the status icon that they see in the right corner where they set to do not disturb or out of office now is going to be in there. This is going to be happening in early May and be complete by the end of May. This next one is specific to Mac users. They're basically extending the AI noise suppression capabilities that have already been available with Windows devices into Macs as well. This will be available late April and be complete in late August. Pivoting over to Microsoft Exchange, there's a couple of announcements here. The first one is basically a reconfiguration of the spoof intelligence reports and management of your policy configurations there. Previously, this was part of your anti-phishing policy if you had something like advanced threat protection. This is now going to be under the policy section of the Security Center, and you're just going to see more metadata associated to authentication results like SPF, DKIM, DMARC, and this will roll out at the end of April and be complete by the end of June. Next one here is more of a concern to me, a red flag that you may want to take note of. They are introducing the ability for end users to add Mailbox delegates to their environment. I believe if you have some policy set up to not allow that, this wouldn't show up, but you want to make sure that that's in place before users just start giving full readabilities, especially if you're in a compliance-related practice here. This would be a heavy concern. This will begin, though, for the iOS Outlook experience and for Android in late April and should be complete in early May. Next one here, there's some reports retiring in the Security and Compliance Center that you may have been using previously. I bolded them here as far as the list goes, but they will all be terminated as of June 14th here. And in lieu of these reports, everything's moving to the threat status report that you see within the Security Center. So just keep that in mind. If you are using these reports today, they will be transitioning and they won't necessarily be in the same location that you're familiar with. Last one here for Exchange, the Admin Center is now generally available. So with this one, we're really just looking at the updated UI that is comparable to the Security Center or the Compliance Center that you know of now within these tenants. It is giving you some easy flexibility in doing things like the email migrations and things of that nature as well too. And this is available now. So if you go in your portal, you'll see a little toggle that says go to the new GA experience. Next one here is more of an admin control that's coming out that I think is pretty cool. It's location-based access control. So previously, if you're familiar or using conditional access policies, you'd be setting up maybe named locations based off of IP addresses. These may be trusted locations where you say, if a user is here, I don't need them to do MFA registration or authentication to get into these apps, for instance. Well, now they're extending this into the GPS location data for users who have the Microsoft Authenticator app installed on their mobile device. You could use that as the name location as well, and that you can apply into your conditional access policies. So that'll start in early May in the sense of a preview and complete into mid-May for that preview, maybe into announcing a GA experience. Last section here is on Microsoft's SharePoint. So this one is related to templates, and really it's just giving users the ability to create a site off of a template. These templates are focused in on potential departments or potential verticals, and that gives you a way to basically not have to start from scratch or anything like that. So that'll happen in mid-May to late June. Those are all the updates I want to provide in this video for you guys. Be sure to like or subscribe if you want to see more content around Microsoft 365 and the MSP space. And lastly, if you do want to see these announcements in a PDF with a lot more detail on how you change policies if you don't want this to roll out, or just a little bit more information in general, be sure to see the link below for the PDF that I've created as well on this. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.